This is LT Melton here with Chris Parker, head coach of the Pickens High School Dragons football team. Coach, you had a big day today. Your star player signed his scholarship officially going to Minnesota. Just talk a little bit about what Shannon's meant to the program and to you personally.
Well, he's a great young man to have in our program, and I'm really excited that he got the opportunity to play at a Big Ten school. First really bigger conference Division I player that I think they've had here in a long, long time, if ever. And really says a lot about him and his work and his character to do all the things you have to do to be one of those guys. You're talking about maybe 1%, maybe less than 1% of the people that play football get the opportunity that he's gotten, and so that in itself just says a lot about him. But we're really proud of him. Really says a lot about our team and our program that we have a player of that caliber. And we're definitely going to miss him out there on Friday night on our team.
Now, Coach, as you like to say, Shannon's a good football player and everybody knows it. When you have a player of that caliber, obviously sometimes you just hand him the ball, as you say. But what's it like to have that problem of having a talented player like that to coach?
Well, it's a good problem to have. I mean, you always want to have as good a players as you can have, and Shannon is probably the best player. He's definitely the best running back we've ever had since anywhere I've coached, and he's probably, if not the best, one of the best players that we've ever had at any place I've ever been. And Minnesota's getting a very good football player, and anytime you have that, it makes the whole team better, makes it a lot easier to coach. We look like a lot better coaches when we got players like that on our team, but really just happy today for Shannon. They say that Forbes magazine put an estimate of almost $2 million on what is an academic scholarship to a school like a Big Ten school that's full scholarship. What is it worth over the course of a lifetime versus had you not gone to that school? So if Shannon can stay in there all 4 or 5 years, on average, those people make over $2 million in their lifetime, and so more than they would have otherwise. So, things like that is what makes this a great day. It's not really about football. It's about him, using football to get an education and to go, and because it's a big school, he's not going to pay for anything. They're going to pay for everything, pay for him to eat, pay for his living, everything. And so it's a great burden off of his family, and it's it's a great chance for him to now go do something that maybe he wouldn't have had a chance to do exactly like that had football not been a factor. So that's what signing day really is all about for that small group of kids that get this opportunity.
Now, let me ask you, the recruiting process. Obviously, there's a lot goes into it. For you personally as a coach, especially when you have a high caliber player, what does that entail for you?
Well, a lot of times at that level, the film kind of speaks for itself. Shannon and kids like Shannon show up on the game films that our job is just to put the highlight tapes together, send them out to colleges, and then their job is to get back with us. We have some players that we think can play somewhere. We send out the tapes, and maybe the schools don't think they can. And so, right. That's their choice. The ball's kind of in their court. Our job is to get the information out to colleges, get the information in the school's hands, and their chance to pick who they want to take. But in Shannon's case, most everybody was interested in him, and then they take the interested groups and they pick scholarship offers, who they actually want to offer a scholarship to, and he had a good group of offers, and then he can pick from those offers, and then that fits into the best fit for him and the coaching staff and all those things. And he pretty early picked Minnesota, and and I'm proud of him. It's been a very drama-free recruiting, which sometimes not happen in this world. So really proud of Shannon, the maturity he's had to make a decision. Everybody says, oh, it's too cold up there or whatever. None of that's going to matter on getting that $2 million worth of education. Right. That he has the ability to get, and he's smart enough to know that. And so if he thinks that's the base where he's most likely to stay and finish his schoolwork and have a chance to compete, then that's where he needs to be. And it's a great process, but it also, I'll take this opportunity answering the question to say that there's hundreds and hundreds of players out there that are really good players that are still looking for places and still have opportunities to go other places. But the key for recruiting to understand is Minnesota, which is nationally recruit. They recruit all 50 states. Right. They'll sign 25 people today. They can only pick 25 of the millions of people that play high school football, and Minnesota was probably interested in 2,000 or 3,000 people, and they picked 25. So it's hard in recruiting to pick, to know you're one of those 25 guys, and it's hard if you're not one of those guys to hang in there. But there's a lot of good guys out there that I know coaches are working hard for, and they'll get some homes hopefully coming up in the next few weeks.
Well, I appreciate your time, Coach, and good luck next season.
Thanks.